What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm chilling here with my biggest fan, but what we're really here for is to react to some of your crazy clips that you send in on the F1 YouTuber squad. I'll show that up on screen now. We're nearing enough to 2,000 followers, which is absolutely mental. The amount of people who just continue to post in here is outrageous and just can't keep up. So, yeah, we're going to go through the clips. We're going to see some serious crap go down on the F1 games and potentially other racing games as well, because in the last video I asked you guys to send me stuff from other F1 games. So let's start it off with Top Banter 07. He's in the Red Bull at Austria in what looks to be an online race. So he's starting on pole for this 19-man online race, 5 red lights, and he's missed the start a little bit. He's going to get mugged into turn 1. The Ferrari has bumped him off. Been pumped up by his teammate. He's down to 11th, 13th. He's been spun at the exit of turn 1. He's 17th. No, he's not quite last place, but it almost doesn't get any worse than that when it comes to the start of a Grand Prix. You know, I feel you, pal. I get that all the time. Let's move on to, well, Forza Horizon 3. Again, Top Banter 07. He's been busy on this Saturday afternoon sending in his clips. I love that paint job, by the way. Did anything happen? Oh, okay, just to... What? Just casually? Okay. Decky 47 with just a regular day at Albert Park. Just your casual destruction derby. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that is some beautiful engine sounds. I'd love to see something like that in F1 2017. That's a McLaren F1 doing quite possibly the sickest drift or handbrake turn drift I have ever seen. Project Cars? We're getting a lot of clips that are not F1 related.
Okay, you've got a warning from the race director for cutting the track. Try and respect the track limits, keep it between the white lines.
It's funny that you get a warning for exceeding the track limits when you have no control over the car, and then you see clips like Matt's where he cuts out an entire sector and only gets a warning.
It's fine though. I'm going to straight line this and get me straight back into this race. I don't give a heck, son. Oh, he needs to get out of the way. Oh my god, I'm so not sorry though. I'm not actually sorry.
Once again, more Project Cars. This one is from Alienator115. He says, "Oh dearie me." So you can tell we are not going to be in for some awesome racing in this clip. We're at Brands Hatch going through turn 2 now. And let's see what he can make of this incident here. He goes around, for fuck's sake.
Just let us know if you're okay.
I don't think he's okay. Only in Project Cars do you have that crazy, like, boom, like physics where you just like dig your front wing straight into the ground and the whole car explodes. If that's in Project Cars 2, then no, don't get me started. Don't get me started on Project Cars or Project Cars 2. We are on F1 2016 once again. It actually feels like it's been a while since we've watched an F1 2016 clip. We're at the Canadian Grand Prix. Apparently, we're allowed to drive back to the pits like nothing happened. We're on board with Ferrari. There was a flashback that was taken after a crash. And now we're on our way into the pit lane.
Are you alright? Engine off. Engine
No. Don't tell me you're going to let him get away with that. Because I don't know if the Survive Australia races or video has been uploaded yet. If I get disallowed for crossing the line after crashing out and not getting credited the win, and this guy surely should not be allowed to continue on in that race. I don't think he did, but the fact that it tried to bring him back into the pit lane was pretty outrageous. Yeah, if it didn't have that cutscene thing where it takes you away to the main menu, it probably would have like allowed him to carry on. I've played old Codemasters games like Toka Race Driver or something like that, like killed the car on the way into the pit lane, like lose a wheel. It might have been like a Formula 1 car, I'm not too sure. But I did the exact same thing, and it let me carry on, fix the car, and keep going again. Quite outrageous what you can get away with sometimes. We have Curving Texas. He is, unfortunately, not at the Circuit of the Americas in Texas. He is at the British Grand Prix, though, in the Williams. What's the caption? On the line. That could mean a whole various amount of different things.
If you don't take the drive-through penalty this lap, you will be disqualified.
So he's taking a drive-through penalty. Slowed down for the marks. And it's always cool, like, to push the boundaries of trying to slow down for the pit lane. It's so satisfying when you just see that green light go before you cross in. We have one shaky snake driving around in the pit lane in Project Cars. So not only can you do it in F1 2016, you can now do it in Project Cars, and the walls actually stand for something in the pit lane on this game. Can he crash into other cars though? No, he can't. See that? Now that's where F1 2016 has one up on the competition. Kind of cool though how you can drive into your teammate's stall. The Baron Bull, apparently he died, but he still had enough in him to post this clip. I've seen bigger crashes. Oh no, maybe that wasn't the crash. Okay, oh shit. Yeah, okay, I understand why you died now. Oh, that Renault absolutely drilled him. What's this? Just Cause 3. It's an F1 looking kind of car. I don't know if this is a mod or if this is like an actual car in the game. But this is my first time seeing this game, so we'll see what this is about. He's doing over 200 miles an hour, and it only looks like he's doing about 100. He's getting up to 300 kilometers. Okay, that's a lot different though. Holy crap. Houston, we have a problem. X-Matty G, quite a dedicated and loyal poster to the series. He's at the Austrian Grand Prix. It looks like he's in an F1 car. Like McLaren is like inside a Ferrari. That's what it always looks like. Really weird T-cam position. I think you might need to get that checked out, pal. We're in the Austrian Grand Prix. Dickheads everywhere. And that was it. We're back with Brock Does Stuff once again. This is the battle between the two Red Bulls at the Malaysian Grand Prix. Scuderia Penguin says it's an awesome battle, so let's tune in and see what comes of this battle. There's a little bit of side pod damage there, so there has been a little bit of wheel banging. These guys aren't afraid to duke it out. This is a little bit reminiscent of the 2013 Malaysian Grand Prix. He goes up the inside into turn 4 or 5, not sure which corner exactly it is. Gets the move done. It's not quite over yet. He has to hang it right around the outside. If he can just stay within the limits of the track, there's a bit of lock up there. Here comes the Mercedes as well, who might have a little watching brief. Still side by side through the middle sector. I think, yeah, the AI has to give way there. And that is a very nice battle between the Red Bulls. A very rare moment in these clips. You don't get good racing. A lot of it is just crashing and God knows whatever else we get served up every day. This is V6 racing. When you have the wrong setup, sorry. When a noob doesn't want to be fair racer, when you can't be bothered. So I've been following on board for near enough to a lap now. This guy's been working really hard to catch up to Googly. He's actually cut the first corner, but we will let him get away with that. He's pushing very hard at the moment. Rich revs. He might go for a little look up the inside into turn 3. No, thinks better of it. The Googly guy gets a bad exit off of turn 3 and then gets squeezed out a little bit. The Haas driver loses all momentum. Has to do the work all over again. This is going to be a long clip. This could be a long drawn out battle here. The Renault driver gets caught up again on the run into the middle sector. Squeezing him out. He's basically weaving all over the track. You know, it's on the limit and past what is kind of allowed within racing. He's blocking weight and he's actually just putting him in the wall. He's actually putting him in the wall. I mean, there's defending, there's Max Verstappen, and then there's that. There's Googly Pig 282 levels of defensive driving. I think we all know how this is going to end, and it's not going to end kindly for V6 Racing here. He's corner cutting a lot, but I can understand the frustration though. When you get taken out, when you get squeezed off, put in the wall, frustration creeps in, and then you and yourself, you lose your rhythm, you lose the momentum, and you can almost always have a crash yourself, just the pure frustration of getting taken out so many times and losing so much time. Is the clip? We're getting towards the end of the clip here. I really hope that this Haas driver gets the best of him here. Again, we're running into the dreaded section where the Renault driver is just so slow, but that doesn't excuse V6 Racing from driving into another postcode to overtake him.
3:28 a.m.
He's just got to wait for him to defend and go to the inside and then just do the over and under on him. Again, he tries to force the up the inside overtake, but it's just not really working because the Renault driver is just going to defend that every day of the week. But he got the move done in the end, and he's actually letting him go through because the move was illegal. There was a bit of contact on the way in and the corner cut, obviously. But I think he has given up on life. Yeah. It's a shame to lose another one of our fallen brothers. JJ Love 2003. I think this is Project Cars. It is indeed Project Cars. No, I mean, okay. I mean, you kind of deserve that. He's lifting off, he's on the racing line, and he's flicking back so far forward and back, it's going to give everyone watching this an epileptic fit, but look at him, he's just chilling. I think he's trying to take someone out here, and then he gets his just desserts for sitting on the fucking apex. Get in the wall, son. Just Sean Bond. We are out to the Austrian Grand Prix. No, why did I think that was Austria? I do not know. We're at the Belgian Grand Prix, we're on board the Manor. Why is he so focused on looking back? That I will not know. There's an overtake on our Toro Rosso. Radion loses the back end. And he's actually hit the wall on the right-hand side, but he's lost the left-hand rear tyre. Don't know about you guys. To me, that doesn't make sense. Alright, everyone, get your steward's glasses on. We're going to be the adjudicators of this incident here of corner cutting or potential track limits. Tactical Joker says, how is this leaving the track? I'm going to guess he runs wide at the left-hander here. 4 wheels are off the track. You probably got it on strict corner cutting rules, fella. And it might be, it's time trial. The game is not going to give you any, like, if you just go off the track by a millimeter, all 4 tires, it's gonna validate your lap. That's how, like, critical friggin' time trial is. I had a similar incident in career mode. I think it was Raikkonen and someone else. They just got, you know, a really bad run onto the straight, and the rest was history. We're at Baku now with Matt's HIJSOO-MUFC. 3 wide into that left hand. It doesn't really go, but somehow they managed to escape without any incidents. One of the cars actually teleported there, so that probably helped in not causing the crash. Running into the castle section, this is always going to cause dramas. Someone is up the inside of our host here, but he doesn't take the position, and yeah. I'm actually shocked that this hasn't happened more often, because that castle section is so tight. I actually rarely see people crash like that in online. It's usually the first left-hander wall. They either hit it on the inside or they completely miss the corner and hit the outside wall, or maybe even go into the escape road. But you don't really see people clip the wall and go into a half spin and then see like a massive Constantina effect as a result of that. Oh, come on, save it. He has, and he's kept it off the wall as well. Yeah, that happens sometimes when you get caught up on the curb of that final chicane and try and put on the throttle just that little bit too early. We're going to get an external view of this in the Ferrari. I think he's just turning a little bit too much, puts on too much throttle. I am very impressed that he kept that off the barriers. Well done. Pascal lost his wing before he actually got to the barrier. That's a great damage model. Barrier just ate one of his tyres. Spat it out. And the tyre is glued to the fence. Oh no. For God's sake. I've just realised my microphone has been up here the whole time. So if I sounded quiet for the entirety of this video, I am so sorry. Such a noob move.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh shit. Oh, that was mental. That's probably... I know I say that I overuse this phrase a lot, but this looks like one of the biggest, fastest crashes I've ever seen. Like the amount of speed that he picks up after the contact is made is something else. And even like the height, he would have kept going for suburbs. Unfortunately, there's like this huge bubble that's over the track that stops him from going into freaking Germany. Alright, Australian Grand Prix in the McLaren. I like that choice of helmet, it must be said. Going up the inside of Rosberg, who tries to squeeze on the inside. Doesn't really work though for him, and that is how you perform a triple overtake on AI in career mode. Well done, Rapid. What the fuck? I've seen floating tyres on F1 2015, but I have not seen floating brake discs before. That's a new one for me. Okay, so this might be the other piece of the puzzle. We saw floating brake discs, but now we're missing the tyres. Can F1 2016, can you get it right, please? You have a car, you have 4 tyres, you have a driver, and you have some aero bits. This game can't manage to complete a full F1 car. Not the Mini. Not the Mini. Oh. That really is harsh. When you use your front wing as a launch pad. What am I watching? Is this Mario? Is this like some kind of Mario Kart kind of thing on Roblox? Just as confused as you guys. I still don't know why there is that obnoxious microphone rustling sound when people hit the barrier. This looks promising. Project Cars. We're at the Glen in an IndyCar race. And that is a cluster of... That is the cluster of all clusters. Yeah, it's good to see that they fixed the AI. How many cars are in this field? It's got to be at least 30 or 40, all in that one crash. That is just outrageous. Again, we have another Roblox clip, and this actually looks really cool. I don't know if this is like Minecraft or anything like that, whether you make your own worlds or whatever, but he's made his own F1 track with a whole bunch of different F1 cars, a full working pit lane, tyres that are about twice as wide as the 2017 ones. This looks so cool. I don't know what Roblox is or like what platform it's on, but I almost want to try it just to do this F1 mod. Oh, he's going to jump it. No, he's not. He's going to die. Yeah. Wouldn't be F1 without a crash. Alright, awesome, Nader. You've got my attention. He's in the manor. He's using the exact same helmet I use in career mode. He says, this is a start that I would be proud of. Away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Rich Revs is not really what I'd recommend to get an F1 car off the line in the wet, but he seems to have negotiated that fairly well. Wow, okay. I mean, how many overtakes under yellow flag do you want to make? What position did he start in? I think he was like way down the order, like 18th place. And now he's made his way into P5. And if he got his illegal overtake warning revoked. You cheeky bastard. Alright, here we go. This is the clip I've been looking for. PDW. I logged into the group the other day and saw this clip, and I had to make the video just for that. He's in Grand Prix Rockin' Racing. He is leading right up until the final corner, has a spin out, and then surely he thinks, yeah, I can recover it on the run up to the line, and loses it, like literally at the last meter.
This race is on fire!
Yeah, I could only imagine the outrage that Matt would have if that happened to him.
Hurry up!
And he gets told to hurry up as well. That's just beautiful. But that has been this episode of reacting to your F1 clips. Thank you to everyone who sends in all your clips. I think this is like the most amount of content I've got through. I got right down to the bottom, to the point where it was like 7 days ago and no more things were loading. So thank you guys so much for sending in all your stuff. Thank you so much for all the support that this series gets. Nice English. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more F1 videos. And until my next one, guys, I'll see you next time.